Okay, this is question 28a of the 2015 CSSA General Mathematics trial paper. It's a 3-mark question, solving simultaneous equations. Now when you're solving simultaneous equations, you've got two options. You can either use the elimination method or the substitution method. Whichever method you use, it doesn't matter. But what you try and do is look for which would be the easiest one to utilise in the given circumstance. Now I'm looking at this question and I can see I've got just one x here and one y there, so I can see simply that I can manipulate this particular equation, which I'll call equation 1, in terms of, I can write it as y in terms of x, and if I can do that very simply, I can then just substitute that into my other equation. And what I mean is this. So if I take equation 1, x minus y equals 7, okay, if I plus y to both sides, I have an expression for x in terms of y, so x is equal to 7 plus y, okay. I'll call that equation 3. I can now take that equation and substitute it back into my second equation. So, because my problem at the moment is I've got two unknowns, but by substituting x in terms of y into this equation, I'll have an equation with just one unknown, that is just y's. So sub equation 3 into equation 2. Okay, so when I do that, I end up with, so x is 7 plus y, so wherever there's an x, I'll put that in. So 3 lots of 7 plus y plus 4y equals 14. Okay, so just multiply the brackets out now. So 21 plus 3y and plus 4y equals 14. Collect like terms. So 21 plus 7y equals 14. Okay, if I now subtract 21 from both sides, I have 7y equals negative 7. Divide both sides by 7. That cancels out the 7s, leaves y by itself, so y equals negative 1. I'll call that equation 1 to 4. Okay, so I've got a value for y. Sometimes people will stop there and they just forget they've got to find the other value. And it's a simple case of substituting your y value into what you've got here for x. So if I sub equation 4 into, let's move this across a little bit, into equation 3, I have x is equal to 7 plus negative 1, which is 6. So therefore, x equals 6 and y equals negative 1. Done. 3 marks, okay? I think people tend to panic when they see these equations, but it's not difficult. You just got to remember that in order to solve it, you need one unknown. In both equations, you've got two unknowns. In this particular case, it's easy to get one of the unknowns in terms of the other, like I've done here. And if you can manage to do that, it's just substitute it back into the other equation. Okay. But you also need to be prepared to use the elimination method, because the elimination method can be easier in different circumstances. So, for instance, if you had different coefficients there that weren't single units, that's when you use the elimination method. Okay, I hope that helps.